Welcome back to CRM Podcast. My name is Chris Rankunim Caesar. Continuing today about the challenges that are faced by the ANC. One of the major challenges that the ANC is facing, which I think the ANC must find a way of dealing with, it is the question about the divisions among leaders of the ANC. This is something that the ANC is not prepared to talk about. And that is why here I'm going to talk about things that I think either informed by principles or the constitution, but the ANC is just not going to discuss these issues that are affecting it so badly. The question of the division or the divisions among ANC leaders. What divisions? There's something that I've realized about the ANC. Those old leaders who went to exile, some went to prison, some were in the camps, and some were leading the UDF in the ANC. That there is no synergy amongst those leaders. In what sense? You'll realize that those leaders who were in prison, your Mandelas, your Govan Begis, have a better relationship with the leaders who were in exile. Your Thabo Mbekis, those who were in Europe studying. And those are the people who are actually leading government. But you also have leaders who are in the camps, your Chris Hanis, the comrades, the MK comrades who are still complaining about houses that must be built for them today. And nobody is really giving that issue the proper attention. And the comrades who were leading the protests within the country, destabilizing the country, so that the then apartheid central government pay attention to the issues raised by black people at the time. So these two groups are neglected, but you also realize that they understand each other. So these are some of the divisions that I personally have identified, and I know the ANC is not prepared to talk about these divisions. Why am I talking about these divisions? I've realized that comrades who were in exile, most of them are the ones that have caused us a lot of problems. Comrades who were in prison and comrades who were in exile are treated with better preference as compared to comrades who are leading the ANC within the country, mobilizing protests, and comrades who are in the camps. Most of the comrades who are in the camps are neglected. And most of the comrades who are leading the ANC within the country are neglected as well. So comrades who are in exile and comrades who are in prison are the ones who have benefited more than other comrades. And that division will always be there. Last time I spoke about division caused by tribalism, racism, and so forth in the ANC. But today I want to focus on the division of trust, if I may borrow from that word. So the point I'm making is that for as long as there are comrades who think they have contributed in the struggle much more than other comrades, then these divisions will always be there. And you'll also realize that the cabals, or what we have come to name or call the slate politics when you go to conference, those politics are actually informed by these divisions. When you vote for Mandela or you vote for Mbeki, you realize that they belong to the same clique. Then we'll have comrades that your Krizani, who also belonged to another clique. And I think even today, we still have that challenge. You have comrades whom are regarded as comrades who were in the alley or the arm wing of the ANC, which is called the MK. And you'll also have comrades who are called civilians. For instance, recently you had comrades talking about it that don't tell us about Ramaphosa. He's just a mere civilian. He's not a soldier. We want to be led by Comrade Zuma because he's a soldier. So there are always these politics of classism and politics of segregation among leaders. And that is why the leadership that we have is not capable of uniting the ANC. But there are also other politics that have divided the ANC within or at the leadership level of the ANC. There are politics of provinces. You know, when you are a DT Mabuza and you are good at what you do, you'll be neglected because you come from Pumananda. There is a perception within the ANC that for anybody to lead the ANC, you must either come from KZN, Eastern Cape, or Gauteng. When are these other provinces going to lead? You know, Mpumalanga, Limpopo, Northwest, Free State, and Northern Cape. All what they do is to assist other provinces to lead. Should a comrade be nominated, especially in the top 6 then and recently the top 7 of the ANC, or the position of being a president or the general secretary of the ANC, once you are elected to serve in that position, but you come from these 5 provinces that I just mentioned now, you are unlikely to lead. So it is as though the provinces that are ordained to forever lead, especially in presidency and secretariat. And that is Gauteng, KZN, and the Eastern Cape. So I think this kind of politics will forever destroy and divide and make sure that the ANC is on the downward trajectory. Thank you very much. I raised these issues with you, and I think that you'll think about them when you get home. Don't forget, please, to like, subscribe, and share CRM Podcast. Thank you very much. See you soon.